Diabetes is a global health crisis affecting millions of people worldwide. According to the World Health Organization, the number of people with diabetes has risen from 108 million in 1980 to 422 million in 2014, and this number continues to grow. This chronic condition, characterized by high blood sugar levels, can lead to serious complications if left unmanaged, including heart disease, kidney damage, and vision problems. While conventional treatments like insulin therapy and oral medications are crucial in managing diabetes, there's growing interest in complementary approaches to support overall health and blood sugar control. One area that's gaining attention is the potential of certain spices and herbs to aid in diabetes management. Today, we're going to explore 5 exotic spices that show promise in helping to manage diabetes. These aren't meant to replace prescribed treatments, but rather to complement existing management strategies. By incorporating these spices into your diet, you might just find an extra edge in your fight against blood sugar fluctuations. Before we dive into our list, it's important to understand why spices can be beneficial for diabetics. Many spices contain powerful antioxidants and compounds that can influence how our bodies process sugar. Some may improve insulin sensitivity, while others might slow down carbohydrate digestion or reduce inflammation, all of which can be beneficial for people with diabetes. Now, let's explore these 5 exotic spices that could be game changers for diabetics. Our first spice is fenugreek, a plant that's been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. The seeds of this plant are what we're particularly interested in for diabetes management. Fenugreek seeds have a slightly nutty, maple-like flavor, but their real power lies in their nutritional profile. These golden seeds are rich in fiber and contain compounds that can slow down the digestion of carbohydrates. This slower digestion is crucial for people with diabetes because it leads to a more gradual rise in blood sugar levels after meals, rather than the sharp spikes that can be so problematic. Several studies have highlighted fenugreek's potential benefits for diabetes. One study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that fenugreek seeds improved glycemic control and decreased insulin resistance in mild type 2 diabetic patients. Another study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that fenugreek could help lower fasting blood glucose and improve glucose tolerance. But how exactly does fenugreek work its magic? The secret lies in its high fiber content and a compound called galactomannan. This soluble fiber helps slow down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, which in turn helps prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. Additionally, fenugreek may help stimulate insulin production, further aiding in blood sugar control. Incorporating fenugreek into your diet is relatively simple. You can soak the seeds overnight and eat them in the morning, or grind them up and add them to smoothies or yogurt. Some people even use fenugreek powder as a spice in cooking, particularly in Indian and Middle Eastern cuisines. However, it's worth noting that fenugreek can have a pretty strong flavor. If you're new to using it, start with small amounts and gradually increase as you get used to the taste. Also, be aware that fenugreek can interact with certain medications, including blood thinners, so always consult with your healthcare provider before adding it to your regimen. Next on our list is a herb with a name that might be a mouthful, Gymnema sylvestre. This leafy vine, native to India and Africa, has been a staple in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. Its Hindi name, gurmar, literally translates to sugar destroyer, a moniker that hints at its potential benefits for people with diabetes. What makes Gymnema sylvestre so interesting is its ability to interact with our taste buds. The leaves of this plant contain compounds called gymnemic acids, which have a unique property. They can temporarily block the sugar receptors on our tongues. If you chew on gymnema leaves and then eat something sweet, you won't taste the sweetness. It's like a temporary superpower for your taste buds. But gymnema's benefits go beyond this party trick. Research suggests that it may have a significant impact on blood sugar levels. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition found that gymnema extract, not only helped reduce blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes, but also appeared to stimulate insulin production by regenerating pancreas cells. How does it work? Gymnema seems to have a multi-pronged approach to tackling diabetes. It may help reduce sugar cravings by blocking sweet taste receptors. It appears to reduce sugar absorption in the intestines. It might increase insulin production by rejuvenating pancreatic cells. It could improve the uptake of glucose into cells. You can find Gymnema sylvestre in various forms, as a tea, in capsules, or as a liquid extract. Some people chew on the leaves directly, although this isn't as common outside of regions where the plant grows naturally. As promising as Gymnema sounds, it's crucial to approach its use with caution. Because it can significantly affect blood sugar levels, it's essential to monitor your glucose closely if you decide to try it. Also, as with any supplement, it's vital to consult with your healthcare provider before adding Gymnema to your routine, especially if you're on diabetes medication. Our third spice is a little black seed that packs a powerful punch. Nigella sativa, also known as black seed or black cumin, has been called the blessed seed in some cultures due to its wide range of purported health benefits. Nigella sativa has a rich history of use in traditional medicine systems, particularly in parts of Asia and the Middle East. In recent years, it's caught the attention of researchers for its potential benefits in managing diabetes. Studies on Nigella sativa have shown promising results. A review published in the Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism highlighted several studies demonstrating that Nigella sativa can help improve insulin sensitivity, reduce fasting blood glucose levels, and decrease hemoglobin A1C, a marker of long-term blood sugar control. But what makes this little black seed so powerful? The secret lies in its active compounds, particularly thymoquinone. This compound has been shown to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, which can be particularly beneficial for people with diabetes. Chronic inflammation often goes hand in hand with diabetes, contributing to insulin resistance and other complications. Nigella sativa appears to work in several ways to help manage diabetes. It may improve insulin sensitivity, helping cells respond better to insulin. It could reduce the production of glucose in the liver, helping to lower overall blood sugar levels. Its anti-inflammatory properties may help reduce the chronic inflammation associated with diabetes. Some studies suggest it might help protect and even regenerate pancreatic beta cells, which are responsible for producing insulin. You can use Nigella sativa in several ways. The whole seeds can be used in cooking. They have a slightly nutty, onion-like flavor that works well in savory dishes. You can also find Nigella sativa oil, which can be taken as a supplement. Some people even mix the ground seeds with honey for a natural remedy. As with our other spices, it's important to start with small amounts and monitor your blood sugar levels closely if you decide to try Nigella sativa. Number 4 on our list is gar gum. While it might be more familiar as a food additive, gar gum is actually a natural product derived from gar beans, and it has some interesting potential for diabetes management. Gar gum is all about the fiber, specifically a type of soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract. This gel slows down the absorption of sugar and cholesterol from your gut into your bloodstream, acting like a traffic cop for your digestion. Several studies have highlighted gar gum's potential benefits for diabetes management. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adding gar gum to a meal resulted in lower post-meal blood sugar levels. Another study in diabetes care showed that long-term use of gar gum improved overall blood sugar control in people with type 2 diabetes. So how does gar gum work its magic? Here are a few key mechanisms. Slows digestion. The gel formed by guar gum slows down the emptying of the stomach and the movement of food through the intestines. This leads to a more gradual absorption of nutrients, including sugar. Reduces sugar absorption. The gel can physically block some sugar molecules from being absorbed, helping to reduce the amount of sugar that enters the bloodstream. Improves insulin sensitivity. Some research suggests that regular consumption of soluble fiber like guar gum can improve insulin sensitivity over time. Promotes fullness. The fiber in guar gum can help you feel full longer, which can be beneficial if you're trying to manage your weight, an important factor in diabetes management. You can find guar gum as a powder supplement, but be careful. A little goes a long way. Start with small amounts, mixed into liquids or soft foods, and make sure to drink plenty of water with it. Too much guar gum can lead to digestive discomfort, so it's crucial to introduce it gradually. It's worth noting that while guar gum is generally considered safe, it can interact with certain medications by affecting their absorption. As always, consult with your healthcare provider before adding guar gum to your routine, especially if you're on any medications. Last but definitely not least, we have berberine. This bright yellow compound is found in several plants, including golden seal, Oregon grape, and barberry. It's been used in traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine for centuries, and in recent years, it's been gaining attention in the scientific community for its potential in managing diabetes. Berberine isn't exactly a spice in the traditional sense, but its potential benefits for diabetes management are too significant to leave off this list. In fact, some studies have found berberine to be as effective as metformin, a common diabetes drug, in lowering blood sugar levels. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology looked at 14 studies involving 1,068 participants. The researchers found that berberine was able to significantly reduce blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, it appeared to have beneficial effects on cholesterol levels and body weight. How does berberine work? It seems to have multiple mechanisms of action. Improves insulin sensitivity. Berberine may help cells respond better to insulin, allowing them to take in glucose more effectively. Reduces sugar production in the liver. Our livers can produce glucose, and berberine appears to help reduce this production in people with diabetes. Increases glycolysis. This is the process by which the body breaks down glucose for energy. Berberine seems to enhance this process, helping to lower blood sugar levels. Some research suggests that berberine may positively alter the balance of bacteria in our gut, which can have beneficial effects on metabolism and blood sugar control. Reduces inflammation. Like many of our other spices, berberine has anti-inflammatory properties, which can be beneficial for overall health in diabetes. You can find berberine as a supplement in capsule form. As with all supplements, it's crucial to choose a high-quality product from a reputable source. Start with a low dose and gradually increase as tolerated, always under the guidance of your healthcare provider. It's important to note that while berberine shows a lot of promise, it can have some side effects, including digestive upset. It can also interact with various medications, including some commonly prescribed for diabetes. Therefore, it's absolutely crucial to talk to your doctor before starting berberine, especially if you're on other medications. Now that we've explored these 5 exotic spices, you might be wondering how to incorporate them into your life safely and effectively. Here are some key points to keep in mind. These spices and herbs are meant to complement your existing diabetes management plan, not replace it. They're like the backup dancers to the star of the show, your prescribed treatment plan. With any new addition to your diet, it's best to introduce it gradually. This allows you to monitor how your body reacts and helps you avoid any potential side effects. When buying these spices or supplements, look for high-quality, pure products. Organic is great if you can find it. Always check the labels to make sure you're getting what you think you're getting. These natural remedies often work best when used regularly over time. Don't expect overnight miracles. Give them time to work their magic. When trying any new supplement or making changes to your diet, it's crucial to monitor your blood sugar levels closely. This will help you understand how these additions are affecting your body. This is perhaps the most important point. Always consult with your healthcare provider before adding any new supplements to your routine. This is especially important if you're on diabetes medication, as some of these spices can have interactions or affect your blood sugar levels. In conclusion, while these exotic spices show promise in supporting diabetes management, they're not magic bullets. Effective diabetes management still relies on a comprehensive approach that includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, stress management, and adherence to prescribed medications. However, by carefully incorporating these spices into your routine under proper guidance, you might just find an extra edge in your day-to-day diabetes management. They offer a natural, flavorful way to potentially improve your blood sugar control and overall health. Remember, every person's body is different, and what works for one might not work for another. Be patient with yourself, listen to your body, and work closely with your healthcare team as you explore these natural options.